Stop it, John. It's hurting me. Please stop. They went to the bedroom and tried to copy what they had seen. But the moment Lily attempted it, something felt terribly wrong. A sharp, uncomfortable pain shot through her body. This wasn't like their usual games. This wasn't fun. Lily sat on the soft couch, her legs tucked underneath her, watching the raindrops tap lightly against the window. The air inside the house was warm, but something about the silence made her feel lonely. Her mom was on the phone, speaking in a serious tone, probably about work. Her dad sat across from her, typing away on his laptop, his face focused. Lily and her older brother John usually spent them playing games or reading while their parents worked. She liked these quiet moments, but today she felt restless. Her toys seemed boring, and even her favorite books didn't hold her interest. She glanced at John, who was flipping through TV channels. "John?" she called, her voice uncertain. "What are you watching?" John, always the more adventurous one, leaned forward, his eyes shining with excitement. "Lily, look at this. I found something interesting on TV. Come see." Curious, Lily got up and walked over. On the screen, people moved in ways that felt strange to her. It wasn't like their usual cartoons or movies. Something about it made her stomach twist. "What is this?" she asked, feeling uneasy. John shrugged. "I don't know, but it looks like something for adults. Let's watch." Lily hesitated. Something about the video felt wrong. But John was already glued to the screen. Maybe it wasn't so bad. After all, it was just a video, right? As the scene continued, the way the people acted made her uncomfortable. She didn't fully understand what was happening, but the sounds and movements felt off. She glanced at John, who seemed fascinated. Her mind raced. Her parents always said some things were meant for grown-ups. Was this one of those things? John turned to her with an excited grin. "I think it's something adults do. We should try it too." Lily's eyes widened. "Try it?" she whispered. John nodded confidently. "Yeah, I think we're supposed to do it, just like they did." A knot formed in Lily's stomach. She didn't know what to say. John was her brother. He wouldn't do anything bad, right? Maybe it was okay. He seemed so sure. "Okay," she said hesitantly, "but just for a little while." They went to the bedroom and tried to copy what they had seen. But the moment Lily attempted it, something felt terribly wrong. A sharp, uncomfortable pain shot through her body. This wasn't like their usual games. This wasn't fun. Tears filled her eyes as she stopped immediately. "John, it hurts," she whispered, her voice trembling. "Why does it hurt?" John blinked, looking just as confused. I don't know. Maybe we did it wrong. Let's stop." Relief washed over Lily. She curled up on the bed, her heart pounding. She didn't understand what had happened, but she knew one thing. She never wanted to do that again. That night, Lily couldn't stop thinking about it. Every time she did, her chest felt tight. She wanted to tell someone, but who? Her mom was always busy. Every time Lily tried to talk, her mom would say, "Not now, Lily. Mommy is working." Lily felt alone. What if no one understood? What if they got mad at her for watching the video in the first place? She tossed and turned in bed, thoughts weighing on her. She didn't want to keep this secret, but she didn't know how to bring it up. The next morning, there was a knock at the door. It was Auntie Tia, their kind neighbor. She always took time to talk to Lily and John, and something about her felt safe. Lily sat quietly on the couch, staring at her hands. Auntie Tia noticed. "What's on your mind, sweetheart?" she asked gently. Lily hesitated, but then a wave of relief washed over her. She needed to talk. "Auntie," Lily began, her voice small. "I saw something on TV yesterday. With John, we didn't understand it. It made me feel weird. We tried it, and it hurt. I don't know if it was bad, but it felt wrong. Auntie Tia listened carefully, her face full of warmth and understanding. Lily, I'm so glad you told me, she said gently. You did the right thing by coming to me. What you saw wasn't meant for children. Sometimes there are videos that can be confusing and not okay for you to watch or try. If something ever makes you feel uncomfortable, you should never do it. Lily's heart fluttered with a mix of confusion and relief. But why did it hurt, Auntie? Why don't I understand it? Auntie Tia gave her a gentle smile, brushing a stray lock of hair from Lily's face. Sweetheart, it's normal to be curious, but your body is still growing, and some things are meant for adults, things you don't need to understand yet. What's important is that you always listen to yourself. If something feels wrong or makes you upset, you should never be afraid to stop. Your body is yours, and it's important to keep it safe. A sense of peace washed over Lily. She still didn't fully understand everything Auntie Tia was saying, but for the first time since it happened, she didn't feel so alone. She felt heard. Later that afternoon, Auntie Tia spoke with Lily's mom, explaining everything. Lily's mother listened carefully, concern filling her eyes. Without hesitation, she decided it was time for an important conversation. That evening, she sat Lily and John down beside her. Lily, her mother began softly, I'm so proud of you for speaking up. It's very important that we talk about things that make us feel confused or uncomfortable. What you saw was something meant for adults, and I'm so sorry you had to see it. But I want you to know you can always come to me. Lily felt a wave of relief. Her mom wasn't mad. I didn't like it, Mom, she admitted, her voice small. It hurt. Her mother pulled her into a hug, holding her close. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. You're right. There are things that are meant for grown-ups, and you're not ready for them yet. But what matters most is that you always trust yourself. If something feels wrong, you don't have to do it. And you can always ask me anything. I will always listen. John, who had been quiet all this time, finally spoke. I'm really sorry, Lily, he said, his voice filled with guilt. I didn't think it would hurt you. I thought we were just playing. Lily looked at him and gave a small smile. It's okay, John. I think we both learned something. As time passed, Lily's mother realized that her children were growing up, and they needed guidance, not just protection. She decided to take more breaks from work, making sure to have open conversations with them. She knew it was time to teach them in a way that was safe, honest, and filled with love.